Like, subscribe, and share. Now with this explanation, let's try and solve a simple case study. In a certain senior high school, 3 courses are offered for students to study. These are General Arts, General Science, and Home Economics. 20 students read General Arts, 10 students read General Science, and 15 students read Home Economics. If every student read at least one subject, how many students are in the senior high school? So technically, you will realize that this is a 3-set problem because there are students in a certain senior high school that read 3 different courses, and that is General Arts, General Science, and Home Economics. So before you can solve this 3-set problem, let's see the various steps in which you can use to solve a complex or a simple 3-set problem. So let's look at the various steps you can use to solve a 3-set problem. 1. Identify the various sets involved in the question. 2. Rewrite the case study in mathematical expression. 3. Draw your Venn diagram. 4. Fill the Venn diagram with a mathematical expression. 5. Try to find out what the question requires. 6. Deduce an equation from the mathematical expression. And 7. Solve for the required problem. Okay, so 1. Identify the various sets involved in the question. So per the question we have 20 students read general arts, 10 students read general science, and 15 students read home economics. So for a hint, after reading the question, you can use your pencil to underline the key sets in the question to aid fast workings. So after reading the question and identifying the various sets involved in the question, you have to rewrite the case study in a mathematical expression. So on your answer sheet or answer booklet, you write, let G equals number of students who read general arts. And under it you write, N of G equals 20. Let S equals number of students who read general science, and under it you write N of S equals 10. And again you write let H equals number of students who read home economics, and under that you write N of H equals 15. And then lastly, let U equals total number of students in the school. So since the total number of students in the school was not given by the question, definitely that is what you are going to work for. So you represent that number, that is N of U, by the letter X. So now let's solve for X. So at this stage, you can now draw your Venn diagram. So you get your pencil or your compass and you draw your Venn diagram. So this is the Venn diagram for the 3-set problem. Remember, always a 3-set problem goes with the Venn diagram like this. So after drawing the Venn diagram, you're filling your figures. So U to be X, S to be 10, H to be 15, and G to be 20. After filling in your figures, you now find for what the question requires. In this case, we are finding for the total number of students in the school. In this case, the total number of students in the school was represented by X. As you are solving for the total number of students in the school, that is N of U, and which was represented by X, the question can again ask you to find any number of students in the school, being intersection or prime. But in this case, the question requires us to solve for the total number of students in the school. So in deducing the equation, we have G, that is general arts, plus S, that is science, plus H, that is home econs, equals X, that is the total number of students in the school. So N of G equals 20, N of S equals 10, N of H equals 15, and N of U equals X. So 20 plus 10 plus 15 equals 45. So 45 is the total number of students in the school. And that is your final answer. Now, let's look at a typical example of another 3-set problem. In Agri Memorial Zion Senior High School in Cape Coast, there are 174 students in Form 3. Of these, 86 play tennis, 84 play football, 94 play basketball, 30 play tennis and basketball, 34 play basketball and football, and 42 play tennis and football. each student play at least one of the 2 games and X students play all the 3 games. I. Illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. I. Deduce an equation and hence find X. I. If a student is chosen at random from Form 3, what is the probability that he plays 2 games? Solution. Let's look at the key set in the question. We have 174 students in Form 3. We have 86 play tennis, 84 play football, and 94 play basketball. 30 play tennis and basketball, 34 play basketball and football, and 42 play tennis and football. Each student play at least one of the 2 games, and X students play all the 3 games. Now, these are the key sets to identify when deducing your equation in this question. Now, let's start. Per the question, I says illustrate the information on the Venn diagram. So remember, you have to rewrite the equation in the mathematical expression. So now, expression we have, let U equals number of students in Form 3. So N of U equals 174. T equals number of students who play tennis. So N of T equals 86. F equals students who play football. So N of T equals 84. Now B equals students who play basketball. So N of T equals 94. So after writing this expression, you draw your Venn diagram. So you draw your square and you draw your various circles. That is the first circle, the second circle, and lastly, the third circle. So after drawing the various 3 circles, you fill in with your figures. So in filling the figures, we have U equals 174, F to be 84, that is football, tennis to be 86, we have basketball to be 94. So ABC equals those who play tennis only, and those who play football only, and those who play basketball only. So now the equation will be, in solving for A, that is the number of students who play tennis only, you will get A to be 86 minus bracket open 30 minus x plus 42 minus x bracket close. So when you further subtract what is in the bracket from 86, you have 14 and plus x. Now the number of students who play football only, you have B 8 plus x. So you do the same thing for basketball only. So for basketball we have 30 plus x. So in solving for x, since each student play at least one of the 3 games, we have N of T union F union B equals 174. So 14 plus x plus 42 minus x plus 8 plus x plus 30 minus x plus x plus 34 minus x plus 30 plus x equals 174. And when you further simplify, you get x equals 174 minus 158. And the final answer for x will be x equals 16. And that is your answer. The number of students who play 2 games, and that is 42 minus x plus 30 minus x plus 34 minus x. So in simplifying this, you have 26 plus 14 plus 18, and that is 58. So the number of students in Form 3 equals 174. Therefore, if a student is chosen at random, the probability that he plays 2 games equals 58 over 174, and that is 1 over 3. That is your answer for the probability. Thank you for staying with us. But until then, bye-bye.
Hi. Hi.
Like, subscribe, and share.